What's up, guys? My name is Kelly, and this is Kelly's Corner of Nightmares. Yeah! I'm very excited today because I am doing my original content, and this is going to be my top 5 zombie horror movies. You guys have been waiting for this for a very long time, and honestly, there's just been a lot going on in my life right now, so I haven't really had time to like sit down and just make it. But here I am. I'm doing it. Hi. Anyway, yes, this is gonna be my top 5 zombie horror movies, and at the end, I'm gonna be doing a little brief list of some honorable mentions that it just didn't really quite make the list, but I also really liked. So yeah. My number 5 is hilarious, and it also has like one of my favorite comedian actors in there, so I hope you guys like it too. Alright guys, so my number 5 is Shaun of the Dead. You just can't go wrong with Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. It's an amazing mix of hilarity and some scary shit, and in this movie, Simon Pegg's character, he quickly learns to, grow up really fast. He needs to protect his lady friend and his mom at the same time as a zombie apocalypse, which it was super funny, and you just can't go wrong. It was so out there and wild, and some of the kills were just insane. But yeah, that's my number 5. Alright, so my number 4 is also a comedy, but it hits hard with the really good actors and actresses. Okay, so my number 4 is Zombieland, and this movie starts out with Jesse Eisenberg's character just letting the audience know, where he came from, how he got to this point, the tools and strategies and rules that he's used since the zombie apocalypse have happened. Can't speak. Blah blah blah. Just basically his guide to survive the zombie apocalypse, and with the mix of serious and funny, it was just it was so perfect, with the beautiful Emma Stone and the hilarious Woody Harrelson. It was just a really fun zombie movie. So good. So my number 3 was so good for its time, and the acting was really great. Okay, so my number 3 is definitely 28 Days Later. So to start the movie, a couple of animal rights activists, they free this monkey that's apparently infected with this disease, and the monkey infects the rest of the world, and it cuts to the main actor. He wakes up from a month-long coma, and he quickly realizes that the entire area that he's his hometown basically is deserted and infested with these zombie-like creatures. Probably go as far as to say these zombies, this was definitely a refreshing take on zombies, for sure. And yeah, it was just an all-around, like, really good movie. I mean, for its time, 2003. I mean, it was way ahead of its time. Right, so my number two was an absolute surprise for me. So now my number two is The Girl with All the Gifts. This movie was a complete surprise, and it was just like really, really great. The acting was so amazing. The cinematography was impeccable. It looked so great. And this movie, it starts out this little girl. She's very gifted, and in this really hellish school where they're being basically held captive, and this girl, she finds a way to get out, and it's basically her journey of trying to save the people that she trusts or keep them safe. And there's just like a lot of like misunderstandings, and it all starts with this like nasty mutated fungal disease. It's just it was sad, it was scary, and it had like almost all of the emotions, and it was so intense. I really enjoyed this movie. So we're officially at the end of the video. I almost said movie, stopped myself there. But I promised you guys some honorable mentions, so here they are. It is kind of from best to worst, but it's only like 3 honorable mentions, so it really doesn't matter that much. And I honestly still thoroughly enjoyed these movies, so here they are. My first one would be World War Z with Brad Pitt. My second one would be Resident Evil, the first one, with Mila Jovovich. I hope I said that right. And my third would be Cooties, the movie Cooties, with Elijah Wood, which was hilarious. But yeah, those were my honorable mentions, and I hope you guys liked those too, because those were pretty great in my book. Okay, so my number one was actually in a totally different language, and only had subtitles at the time when I saw it. So, but it was just incredible. So that leaves me with my number one, which is Train to Busan. I hope I said that right. But anyway, this movie was cinematically incredible. All the deaths were fucked up. And it starts out with basically the main character. I want to say he's like one of the main characters, and his daughter get on a train, and they get stuck on that train because of this ever-growing zombie outbreak. The twist was woo at the end. Not gonna spoil anything, but it was wow. And just, you really don't need to like read fast with these subtitles, because you basically know what's going on from the start, because the acting is just that good. Like, you can see what's going on, like with their facial expressions and like the tone of their voice and everything. It was just a number one in my book. But yeah, that was my number one. I hope you guys enjoyed.